Let me ask, cho tôi xin hỏi có ai ở đây cần thông dịch viên không? No? Okay. Có ai cần thông dịch viên mà muốn chia sẻ với... Okay, có ai cần thông dịch viên mà muốn... Cho tôi xin hỏi, có ai cần thông dịch viên mà muốn nói trong cái buổi họp này không? Yeah, bà, okay. Do we have an interpreter? Please, thank you. Okay, let's start. Could we have order, please? Let's start. Vincent Trong Nguyen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before I speak, I want to say, Chris Fan, this is the first time I have a chance to see you. You did help my daughter about 8 years ago to get her PhD, and I always remember that, Chris. And Bao, we always friends. I went to your gratitude party and all your fundraiser. Your daddy and I are friends to many years. And I also know your godfather also is my friend. It feels like a small family. But the reason I'm here, and at first I want to say thank you to all the council and Garden Grove City Planning that vote 7-0. That to me, I don't think in the history of Garden Grove that we ever have a vote 7-0 on any project, especially job, creation for the city of Garden Grove. So I think I represent a few Vietnamese here in Garden Grove, and my gratitude and my deeply thanks to the city of Garden Grove that look deeply into the value and the citizen matter. And I think that what American is all about. And I think if you can continue doing that in the future, and I think that's perfect for the citizen of city of Garden Grove. Also, I want to, if I can make a request for amendment, in the future, if we can save the time, money to the city of Garden Grove, any project or any planning bring to the city of Garden Grove, if there's any problem or question about environment or mental anxiety can create it by that company or any project, we should never bring it up. If there's an amendment, let me use example, casino. Casino bring up in city of Garden Grove 2 times, and they all rejected. And I think it may ring up in the near future again. Because the big guy always care about money. How they get to city of Garden Grove with all the Vietnamese population, Asian population here for a casino. So I just want to remind you in the near future, if that come up, don't bring it out. Because it's been back burner twice already. So why we have to bring it up? Mortuary cremation company that want to open one in city of Garden Grove. Low and deeply, it may sensitive to the environment, but we still bring it out. I'm not saying waste time to the city planning or people, but I mean, we are taxpayer. We pay to the people of city of Garden Grove to do the right thing and not bother us. Why I use the word not bother us? Because we're working and we're parenting. That's why we have a people that have a job to do those type of things. It costs us 2 nights here and costs us a lot of time preparation, how to do it, how to deal with it, and anxiety build up. And why anxiety build up? Because you guys bring it into the matter to the city. So I think we should create an amendment, what to bring it out and what to not bring it out. And those that you make decisions that bother community or environment. If that two things come up, and we should never vote on it or talk about vote on it. But my last one is, thank you for the city of Garden Grove. I live in here for 36 years, and very proud of my neighborhood. And I'd like to keep it that way. Dr. Mia, Council, thank you so much to be the city of Garden Grove. And I'm representing behalf of few people here. Thank you for your hard work. And I'm praying for you in the near future. You have a right mind and good health to do the job that people vote you in, or people have a trust in you. Thank you, and good morning.
Stan Worth. And then Barbara Dale. Barbara Dale.
Good morning. My name is Stan Worth. I'm a longtime resident, 37 years. I've lived on Laird Street in Garden Grove. The crematory and the mortuary proposed previously were within about 150 yards of my house. On Larimore Street, that had been those people's backyard. I don't think this is an appropriate business to be opening in adjacent to or in the middle of a residential area. So I'm very supportive of a moratorium, hopefully something permanent, to not allow this type of business in the city of Garden Grove. So I'll just keep this brief. I've read all the objections to it, and I'm sure you all have too. So anyway, thank you very much for hearing me, and hopefully this moratorium will pass and come about. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Barbara Dale.
Good morning. My name's Barbara Dale, and I've lived in the neighborhood for 45 years. And we appreciate the votes against this mortuary and crematory. And my question is, how can we go about getting this property rezoned so they cannot put something like this in residential area? We need to pursue that, and just how would you like it in your backyard? It wouldn't be good. So it's I don't know, it's made our neighborhood come together as one, so this was a good thing. But we appreciate your votes on that, and hope you'll consider this in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's move into the item here. Item 2. Who's going to be speaking on that? Mr. Sandoval?
I will be speaking. I do recommend that we wait for Councilmember Beer to arrive.
Yes.
But
okay.
I could give you a little bit of the legal background of the urgency ordinance and moratoria. I do think that it would be appropriate for Councilmember Beer to hear the staff report.
Certainly. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for waking up and joining us this morning. I know that you've all been very engaged in your neighborhood, and to wake up at, I don't know what time you woke up, but to be here at 7:30, it definitely shows that you care very much about this issue. And we are an update, as you probably all know already. The Planning Commission did not receive a appeal, so that's why we, from the applicant, so that's why our council didn't need to take any further action on that particular application. However, from my understanding, our city codes aren't up to date. Yes. Our city codes actually haven't changed since we were pretty much an agricultural community, and I don't think we have any more agricultural land left in our city. I know the last strawberry field we had at Euclid and Hazard became a housing development too. So, but we still have our strawberry festival, and But either way, the reason why I'm kind of stalling a little bit here is because we actually need 4 votes in this meeting to adopt the urgency ordinance. So I'm just reading through this ordinance here right now. So we'll recess for Mr. Stiles.
And Mr. Mayor, just to let you know, our 4th council member, Councilman Beard, I believe is on his way and should be here shortly.
Okay, great. Thank you. We'll recess until council member. There he is. We won't recess. Good morning, Mr. Beard.
Good time.
Well, that's nice. None of us got that kind of welcome. Thank you. So I guess when you're late, you get that, huh? Okay. All right, Mr. Sandoval.
Mayor, members of the City Council, before you is an urgency ordinance that would impose a moratorium, which is basically interim or temporary measure that would direct staff not to issue permits for specific uses while the city has a chance to review and process changes to the municipal code or adoption of new regulatory measures for uses that require some study and some additional regulatory treatment under the municipal code. So the proposal before you is in moratorium against or for that would prevent the issuance of building permits, land use permits, any type of permit for uses that are either mortuaries or crematoriums while we study appropriate regulations for those uses. We need to study the current treatment of these uses under the municipal code and process, in the moratorium period, process regulatory changes to the code. As you know, changes to the municipal code, specifically to the zoning code, require a lot of public hearings and input from the Planning Commission, and so it does require some time to process those. So before you is an urgency ordinance, I would impose a moratorium because we had no time for public hearings. The moratorium initially is for a 45-day period. During that 45-day period, we will be noticing a public hearing before the City Council. In order to extend the moratorium, the City Council has the authority to extend it for another 10 months and 15 days for a total of 1 year, or for a total of 2 years. I'm going to tell you ahead of time, staff will be recommending in 45 days to extend it for no more than 1 year tops. I think that would be sufficient time for us to process regulatory changes to our municipal code. So at this time, staff recommends that the City Council read by title only and waive further reading of an urgency ordinance, an adoption of urgency ordinance number 2869, an urgency interim ordinance of the City Council of the City of Garden Grove imposing a moratorium on the approval of mortuaries and crematoriums pursuant to California Government Code Section 65858. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. Do we have any questions for staff?
I do, Mayor. As far as with our scheduling for our meetings for the next few months, would that mean that it has to take place on the 9th of August as far as the timing?
Yes, it would have to take it on the 9th, and the extension would also be an urgency ordinance, which will require 4/5 vote of the City Council at that time as well.
Okay, so then on the 9th, it would take 4 votes to pass it. So then that means I will have to be available by Skype then, correct?
Councilman Fahn, that's what we believe. So I know we're going to have a couple council members. I know Mayor, I don't think I'm not sure. There's two people.
I'm here.
Yeah,
August 9th?
I won't
you're,
be here.
Councilman
I will
Beard.
literally be traveling that day, so I won't be accessible
So
to Skype.
we
or
will
any-
coordinate with Councilman Fawn to make sure his vote is recorded on August 9th.
Okay, great.
If this is taking effect on the August the 9th, what happened between now and then?
This particular ordinance, if the council this morning adopts it, it becomes effective immediately. So, but it's only for a 45-day period. So in the next 45 days, we'll be noticing a public hearing on August 9th to extend it for another 10 months and 15 days.
Okay.
Is the applicant?
There is no applicant
There's
in
no
this
applicant?
case.
Okay. Any further questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Second it?
I'll take that as a motion. Is there a second?
Second to that.
Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion received, 4 yes votes.
Great. Thank you very much. We're going to adjourn the meeting.
Good question.
We have 15 days to publish it, but you can sign it today. Or
Are you going to be around today? Yeah. Because I can get it ready for you. Okay.
Oh, I know it. You can't. Oh my gosh! So we're gonna have.